Morning. It is now Tuesday. What a day yesterday. Yesterday I was supposed to go downtown. I didn't. This morning at 6 a.m. I was supposed to go to LA to do some stuff, some business stuff for one day. But unfortunately, due to the fact that a lot of the team, changes and all the Halo stuff has been a little bit in a little bit of turmoil, I decided to stay back and try to figure things out with both Mike and Nick to try to figure out what the best plan of approach is moving forward. I mean, we still have one last chance, so we got to make sure that it's a good one. Right now, yeah. So Halo's seen some pretty dark times, but you know what? Again, and when I say this, I'm not sitting here being like, it'll resolve itself. It has in the past. I don't take that sort of approach, although I know what it feels like, and although I have experience knowing that, bad times don't often last, I know that it's not the same in every single esport. But I decided to stay back because of the Halo's having some tough times, and you know what? A couple of nights ago, I spoke about it in a video that I didn't upload, and I didn't upload it because a whole bunch of different reasons, but I think I'm gonna cut to that right now to give you guys a little context as the reason that I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. And I also wanted to touch a little bit about the Halo team, and I wanted to go on a little bit of a rant, just in case I want to upload it. I do this a lot. I talk my ass off, and some things make it to the vlog, sometimes don't. In this particular case, I think that this one will make it to the vlog because it's something that you guys are very interested in and something that you guys talk about constantly. Halo as a scene is still growing, okay? It is not where it once used to be. I talk to the players, and the players say it's the developer's fault or this, that, and the other, but at the end of the day, it was their baby. It was their responsibility to make it happen, right? So when I hear players, Halo players, complaining about the lack of viewership or the lack of interest or the lack of everything, that's their fault. That is their fault, and I've told them that personally, so I'm not afraid to say it right now. Okay, and I've preached this concept, and I preached this concept over and over to not just those Halo players, or I'm sorry, to not just my Halo players, to not just Mike and Nick and my Halo team, but also to other players who I've met through the scene. Right? It was their responsibility to get the fans. Nobody in the Halo industry, when it was going big and it was going strong, none of them, except for Bravo, and I think there was this other dude named Campy, maybe. They took the time to make YouTube videos to generate an audience for themselves. And then from there, that audience would have translated to the scene. That's what happened in Call of Duty, right? When there was literally nothing on the circuit, okay? When Call of Duty was shoved in a corner because Activision didn't give a shit and MLG didn't give a shit, we made that shit work. We took what was there and we made it work. We took what was there and made it a point to be entertaining. We made it a point to create content for you guys to be interested in the scene, right? The storylines, like what's happening here. We made it a point to talk about it. These guys will go to an event, okay? We'll go to an event and go home and that's it. That was their job, okay? So when Halo people talk about how feel like we don't get enough support, like you had it for years. And then you as the players, you as the org, should have made something happen from it. So now that you guys have the opportunity, right? Now that you guys have $2 million ready to be won, that should give you guys an idea. That should give you guys the want, the need. And I'm not saying that this is not happening already, right? There's a lot of people that stream and get good viewership. But that's just the surface of it. You literally have to band together as a scene of professionals and do it all, right? Because it's not going to grow itself. And if you're interested in working, if you're interested in operating in the Halo community for years to come, if you don't want this $2 million to be a one-off thing, guys, start creating your content. Start creating the storylines, okay? Don't just show up to an event, win, and that's that. Promote yourself afterwards. There's nothing better, right, than speaking to your audience. There is an audience there. There had been an audience there. It still is there. But it is ultimately going to be up to you, the pros and the orgs, to make the content that's going to keep them engaged, okay? You can't expect the league, you can't expect Halo to, one, create a game for you guys to play, and then on top of that, create the interest for that, because that's not the way it works. People don't watch the NBA because it's basketball, right? People watch the NBA because of the players that play basketball, okay? Because of the Mark Cuban owners that are out there, not only promoting basketball, but also creating shows, hitting the news, talking about the team. It's not just one thing, guys. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you could ever take an advice from somebody who has been there and created a community, helped create a community, start within. Okay, don't expect somebody else like the developers. Don't expect somebody else like Xbox. Don't expect anybody else like the league to give you guys a leg up in creating a stable and sustainable scene. Do it on your own, and everything else will follow. That's all I'll say on the subject. But circling back, the reason that I started this conversation was because of the team and how everybody's telling me to make moves, make moves, make moves. The scene is not where it used to be. Right now we have an opportunity in this scene to do what we need to do for long-term vision, right? For a long-term play, okay? Because I want to remind you guys, okay, what was happening when we were losing with Nadeshot and Seth and Big Timer. For 2 years, guys, we didn't place well for 2 years. And back then, we could have gotten the team that we have now. But it wasn't a money play back then. It wasn't that type of thing. We were building, and we were becoming friends with you guys, okay? We needed to make new friends. We needed to make more friends. We needed to make more of you guys. We need to let the green wall grow before we can serve a championship team on a platter. Because what the fuck did it matter if we were winning championship after championship after championship, but there was nobody watching? If a tree falls in the middle of the forest and nobody's around to hear it, does it make a noise? So that's my reasoning there, guys, okay? And I'm still seeing it. I'm still seeing those same issues that are happening with Halo. I'm seeing them to this day. Like, we are close to maybe, I don't know, 2 to 3 weeks away from that tournament. But what happens afterwards, right? What happens to the community, the Halo community afterwards? I think that they have a lot of things to work on, and I don't think that, you know, 343 or Halo as a whole is understanding the way that the space needs to move. Today is going to be a little bit of an easy day. We have to just go to the optic house, put up a couple of frames, figure out where the frames are going to go, and then go from there.
Hey boys, hey, who's this ball of fur? This is Louis. I call him Taco sometimes when no one's around, and I can call him whatever I want. He's already trying to big up with the big boy. Hey, get off him. Get him. Dog fight.
Now, of course, what I'm talking about in the previous scene is definitely only my opinion, right? Am I right? Who knows? That's just what I've personally seen in what's happened in Call of Duty. Facts.
I don't know that you have, you know, that you got to be in a position to heed the warnings of these guys, and we'll see how they respond, okay? So, man, catching up with you. See how they respond.
I feel as though the Hex 6 is my actual office. And I like it. I like being able to sit in my car, keep it quiet, I'm comfortable. There's little to no noise, no distractions, just me and the phone, right? There is no computer to make me browse something else. When I'm on my phone, I'm more engaged in the conversation than anything else, right? Because if I'm at home, I'm not saying that I'm disengaged, but if I'm at home, I have the option of going to Twitter and checking what's going on. I have an option to be distracted a lot easier. Well, when I'm driving, I'm solely focused on the road, and then I have like this conversation as I would if I was, you know, driving with somebody on my passenger side. I like my office.
Break the internet and shit. You can't hit the Quan like me. You can't. What is this thing?
I can't Quan. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's like you gotta like come up top.
Oh my god.
They're so annoying, right, Seth?
It's so annoying.
Can't do something
Can't
like
really
me.
rock on any block.
Can't really rock like me. Can't like me.
It's like Can't Sexy Walk. I can't do it.
Are you naked under there again?
I'm naked under there.
What the fuck did we say? Get 50 feet away from me.
It's not that big of a deal.
League matches tonight, buddy. No concentration. Falls.
Are you playing league? You're playing league matches tonight?
Play enemy, boy.
Are you playing under my account? Are you still playing under my account?
Yeah. Oh wait, no, I have a CWL account for that. I just can't pub with it. That's what I needed.
He wants you to play on his account.
I'm gonna go make some videos.
What's this for? Yeah. I'll let you.
We'll see.
Jesus. Yeah, wait, do you want him to bring you back food? Nick.
Well, where's you going to get food?
I don't know.
Card.
Alright.
What do you want?
You guys.
Money, I ain't never let him go.
That sounded kind of weird, man.
What, married to the game?
No, that's not what you said.
My ring?
My block it.
Get in there.
Did you block Megan?
No, I parked on the street.
No?
Alright.
Never ever.
There's Will. See, speaking of the devil.
I knew I heard that deep belly Joe fries laugh. What's up, man?
Oh, that's awkward. Awkward.
That was cute.
That's what we did.
Yo, who's taking down all the fucking Christmas decorations and putting them on the fire?
Active, so.
Alright, so. Right now, the score. They're going to 5th map. It is. Sorry, be quiet. Hold on. Excuse me, Maven. Fuck. We're going to 5th map. Won the hardpoint. Lost the S&D. Won the uplink. Lost the CTF. Now we're going to the 5th map against Envy. El Clasico. Not making any excuses, okay? Seth is playing on my computer. Carmen just got over a cold. We don't know who's gonna win. I'm giving you guys excuses before this goes down. If they win, then I'm gonna do what everybody says. And be like, oh yeah, man, they won while doing this. I'm kidding. Making fun of everybody that gives excuses. If we lose, we lost. Okay? No excuses if we lose right now. None. Except that it's online and, you know, it's not LAN.
6-0. Envy had a total of, what, 4 kills or something? Let's take a look at this. I'm sorry, Envy fans. Like that may have physically hurt you. You might feel a little bit sick. I'd recommend.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Look, I'm not gonna say that I doubted it for any second that we were gonna win, okay? But for like a second, you know, I kind of been like, we did all right. We 6-0'd them in this map. Like we gave them no slack. The last time, I think they did that because Krim was so close to winning that. 2 extra G slides and 1 less bump into a wall, and I think he would have capped that flag to tie it. Or to win it, sorry, to win it. That would have been awesome. Unfortunately, it didn't. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me today, dudes. I know that it was a non-eventful day. It was a pretty cool rant at the beginning of the video about, you know, Halo, and I meant that as no offense to anyone in the Halo community. Absolutely not. It's just it was just unsolicited advice for you guys in case you guys are trying to make something of the Halo thing. If you guys are trying to make, you know, your community last for some time. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me, you guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, please remember to leave without leaving a like. Until next time, as always, after that,